Hello, I'm Guelda Redman, and this is the Elevating Women in Business podcast, where we talk to women entrepreneurs and business owners and learn their incredible and unique strategies to finding success. Hi, I'm Guelda Redman, and I am the host of Elevating Women in Business. And today our special guest is Amanda Holt. And Amanda, I just really want to welcome you to the show. So Amanda Holt has a business called The Digital Crew. She is the founder and client matchmaker. Amanda Holt launched her first service-based business at 19 and quickly learned that you can't do it all, at least not well, and amen to that. Today, as a founder of The Digital Crew, she leads a powerhouse team of experts in web design, SEO, social media marketing, and branding, so entrepreneurs can stop wearing all the hats and start growing. So, Amanda, I want to welcome you to the show. And for my first question, can you just tell us a little bit about you? Who is Amanda and what is she like?
Yeah, absolutely. I knew this question was going to come up today. And I wanted to be really intentional with my answer because that is a question that I often struggle with. And I think other people struggle with it as well. So hopefully this is a little bit relatable for someone listening. So I wrote, I am a seeker of meaning, of the truth of myself. I've carried many roles: daughter, mother, wife, entrepreneur. Each one has shaped me, but none have fully defined me. I am also the little girl who once dreamed without limits, the woman who questions what it means to be enough, and the soul who feels the weight of expectations and the noise from the outside world. Am I my experiences, the conditioning I inherited, or the reflection of what others believe me to be? Some days I am all of them, other days I am none. Beneath the titles, the stories, there's something quieter, something steady: curiosity, resilience, a longing for more than circumstance. I am not just who I've been or what I've achieved. I am the space in between and the becoming.
Wow, that's so beautiful. I love that. And I think we can all really relate to that life is a journey. And as women, we definitely have different parts to our journey than men do. And that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
So, Amanda, what is your business exactly? And what inspired you to start it?
Yeah, so my business is The Digital Crew. It's a marketing agency. I'm located in Nanaimo and I have a fantastic team. Everyone is skilled in their own area of expertise. What inspired me to start The Digital Crew was starting my own businesses. I started my first business, like you mentioned, when I was 19. It was a house cleaning business. I was young, I was inexperienced, but I was ambitious and I had the drive to make it successful. And I knew that started with marketing. There were a lot of other established businesses in the area. And how we started standing out was with our branding to start with. And then it was our service. It was not using feather dusters or mops. We did everything by hand, including washing the floors. And we wowed our customers. And that really set us apart. From there, we moved to the Fraser Valley. I started a photography business and again, fell in love with the startup. My husband and I also own a junk removal business. So I have experience starting quite a few businesses. And with the junk removal business, I had a lot of people saying to me how much they loved our website, how much they loved our name. and we would go there to remove items for them. Yes, I do actually show up and remove the junk, or I used to. And they would just rave about not just our service, about the website. And I thought, this is fantastic. I was just so happy and so excited. And a lot of people were surprised that that was something that I had really taken on. And so through all these processes, I realized how much I love branding. I had a customer call me last summer and spend quite a length of time on the phone with me. He actually had a team of web designers. And so he knew what it took to be a web designer and told me that this is something you should really consider doing. So that helped boost my confidence a little bit. And I decided to go for it. My husband's running the junk removal business. My kids are getting a little bit older. Selfishly, I wanted something of my own.
Mm-hmm.
So this was my time to create something. And I took a whole year just slowly building the pieces together, and until I was ready to share it with the world. And it went through many transitions and many stages, because when you're building something for yourself, it's completely different than building something for someone else. I went to my team who had helped me with projects along the way, this excellent team of women. And I told them, I said, hey, I'm going to start doing web design. Will you join me in a marketing agency? Because I don't just want to do web design. I want someone to be able to come to us and say, hey, I need more visibility online. What can you do for me? And I have the experts in place to help them with that. Or I need a logo, or, graphic designing, social media management, because that eats up so much of our time, or it can if we let
Yes.
it. So
Yes.
yeah, so that's how the digital crew came together. I was nervous, even though I'd worked with these women for a very long time. I was nervous to approach them and say, "Hey, join me on this venture," but it was immediate yes, and they've just been cheering me on. And every time we get to work together, we are cheering each other on, and we're such it's just an easy, fantastic team to work with, and we love helping other people succeed. Because I worked with many different people on my journey, and
Mhm.
of course they were not all the same. And the ones that did stick with me not only were fantastic at what they did, but they really cared. They
Yeah.
had prompt replies, they got back to me right away, they were treating it as if my success was their success, and those are the ones that really stuck with me, and I've been fortunate to add new members to the team, and really help the team grow.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
super powerful, and especially, yeah, putting a team together that has that same vision and their same drive to make sure that they're serving people.
I'm so grateful for the team members that came with me, who worked with me throughout all of the businesses and the journeys that I've gone through, but also my new team members. I have a really fantastic crew altogether. There's 7 of us, and everyone really excels and shines in their own area.
Awesome. One of the things I really love about your business is that it's like a one-stop shop, and that's one of the pieces that as a business owner, it's so hard to keep track of all these different businesses that you have to hire, but to be able to go to one and have it all done through one business is so amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, and it really gives people the opportunity to share their vision, their goals with us. And we are all as a team coming together to really put that forward for them, and nothing gets lost in translation.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly that. It's then a team effort. So you can all be on the same page speaking to that one customer. You all know exactly what the end goal is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. Amanda, do you have like a niche or an ideal client that you love to work with?
Absolutely. It's service-based businesses, because that's where
Mhm.
my experience comes from. I know what it's like to do all of the tasks, to try to do the accounting on your own, to try to do even just like the Google business profile, of all the in-betweens of the web design and everything that comes along with it. So it's service-based businesses, but not just anyone. I'm going to say it's someone that has passion, that has
Mm,
drive, that wants to serve, that offers something exceptional, that really has that spark to grow their business.
mhm. Well, it sounds to me like I am your absolute ideal client.
I love that.
And being the person that I do it all and so much of it well, it's not that I necessarily don't like doing it, but I'm not very good at it. So it wastes so much time when I
It's
could be building
almost
programs and stuff,
impossible to be good in every area, and I
right?
tried.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
This is I think that's another thing about being women. We just think we should be able to do it all, right? We can be mothers, we can be wives, we can have amazing businesses and be great at everything.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
we need help. It takes a village. So this is really good that it's almost like a community feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So what makes you different than other people in your field?
I'm gonna say, because we're not a huge marketing agency, so it's not just another project to us.
Mm,
We really take it personal, and just like my team members cared about my success, we care about your success. And also, aren't that marketing agency of just one person trying to do it all and trying to be an expert in all of the areas. So I think that's really what sets us apart. So
Yeah. Could you share maybe with the women who are watching, one of the things about this podcast is that we like to share different strategies, how people find success. So could you tell us some of the maybe the key strategies or habits that you have put into place that have really contributed to your success?
yeah, I'd say recently it is a project management online that I found. It keeps all of our team organized, all of our projects and our goals and our lists in one place. And that is incredibly helpful for me because I have it on my phone or my computer. I'm constantly thinking of new ideas or new things that I should do. I can pop it in there. I can talk to the team. We can add files. So for me, for the business, that has been huge. But within myself, for success, I say just continue being curious, for realizing that perfection is often perception. I think that's key. I have to keep reminding myself of that one and just constantly be willing to learn, especially in the marketing agency. I love learning,
Yeah.
reading books, YouTube, just anywhere I can get more knowledge from. Even I'm in different marketing groups, not necessarily for what I do, but for other niches. And even though it doesn't obtain to me, I still like just being like the ear in, because you never know where you're going to get that next big aha moment or next big idea.
And that's the thing, that's why I love, like, even when you take training that you kind of know it all, like you, or you think you do, you don't know what you don't know. But,
Yes.
but taking advantage of that kind of training and trainings or books or anything, sometimes it just all of a sudden you get this idea and you go, whoa, wow, okay, I could do this. And it might not even have anything to do necessarily with, a little bit with what you're reading. It just triggers something. And so it's amazing. I love that. I love that. How do you make sure that you have a good work-life balance?
Yeah. So I think that's always difficult when you own a business. If you don't run your business is going to run you. So I had to put a lot of different strategies in place over the years. I also homeschool my 3 kids. Yes, as well as run this business. And I do a little bit of work on our back end for the junk removal business. So this was super important for me. Honestly, it's grounding in nature.
Mhm.
I go to therapy just because I think it's so much of an excellent release.
Mhm.
Um, Also, just make appointments for yourself. Put yourself in your calendar, in your schedule. Treat it like a loved one, right? You love yourself. You're not going to cancel on like your grandma. Don't cancel on yourself. I think that's really really important, and I do that. I take the time to do that because I saw where it was going when I started to let the business really run me, and you almost feel suffocated. Like I can't fully enjoy a family dinner with you guys tonight because I'm thinking of 101 things that I have to do. But now, like I said, I have my lists. I keep everything organized. I make time for myself. I make time for the family, and I don't feel guilty about it like I used to.
Yeah, that's and that's the thing, like even when you're not sitting at your computer is getting to the point where yeah, you're thinking something and then you think, "Oh, I can't forget this. I got to run down and just do it quick because
Yeah,
otherwise I'll forget." But yeah, that's good. Probably having a notebook or something around too would be
always, always,
yeah.
and sticky notes. I have tons of sticky.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. I have so many lists all over the place. It's crazy. Amanda, if there's a woman that's watching and she's kind of interested in getting in this kind of line of work, what advice would you give her about how to start, how to get started?
I would say trust your own voice.
Mm,
100%. You can always look around and see what other people are doing, but no one is going to offer that same unique level of service as you. So just trust yourself and believe in yourself. And also
yeah.
find a great network of women. I love the networking events. You can go to a networking event, it can be really casual, and you can bounce ideas off of each other.
Mhm.
You can share wins, you can ask for opinions or advice, and just having that sense of community, I think that's incredibly important.
Yeah, that's great. And even if all the women there in different businesses, they come up with unique things that you just wouldn't think of yourself. And it's a great place to think about different collaborations that maybe you would never have considered. And this is a great segue. So talking about networking is, what makes networking important to you?
Yeah. So, like I mentioned, it's being able to brainstorm with other women. It's that sense of community. You're not in this alone. I
Mm,
know entrepreneurship can feel very lonely sometimes. So you're not in it alone, and cheering each other on or celebrating with each other for the wins that you had, and just having that support. But also, you get to meet other women that you wouldn't necessarily have met in the community. You get to learn about new services that maybe you didn't know about. You can
mm.
be a resource for someone. If someone you hear someone's looking for something, you can be like, you know what, I know, I like, and I trust this person. Here's their information, and I love being able to do that for people.
Yeah, that's amazing. It can really become quite the community of support, which is what it should be. But there's a lot of people who, they're maybe new to business, or maybe they've just never been to a networking group, or maybe they have been, but they felt really intimidated and they really weren't sure to what to expect. And one of the things I hear over and over and over from women that maybe they've been coming for years now is that the very first time they got there, they sat in their car and they were terrified about what they were going to have to maybe do, or what would be expected. Would they look like, would they be the only one, stick out like a sore thumb? Everybody else knows each other, all of these different things. So what advice would you give to someone who's maybe new to networking? Maybe they're coming for the first time and they're thinking that, everybody's going to try selling to them, or that the only way that they'd be successful is they make a sale or something. And they're thinking of network that way instead of more relationship building.
Yeah, we all start somewhere. So I have to say that if you're scared about even getting out of the car and entering, just remember that someone else in that meeting felt the way you do right now.
Mhm.
We all start somewhere, have that confidence to step up, to walk in. There's no pressure to buy from anyone. It's not an MLM that you're joining. There's absolutely no pressure at all. It's just like friends who own businesses, and you have that connection with them. Yeah, that's my advice. That's my piece.
Yeah, no, I love that. Exactly right. That's one of the things that we try really hard in our networking group, is that we make sure it's more about relationships and getting to know each other. And you're not going to refer someone you don't know,
Yeah,
and feel good about it.
yeah,
So there's no requirements to do that. But once you get to know these women and make relationships, then you want to refer them
yeah.
because you know who they are.
Absolutely. And I've
So
been to networking events where you can feel uncomfortable and you feel like you're just there to hand out business cards, and I don't enjoy that. That's for some people, that's okay, but for me, it's not. For me, it's more about the
yeah,
community and the relationship building.
yeah, absolutely. Same with me. Same with me. Because I know those business cards, if you go and you're handing out business cards, 99% of them end up in the garbage
In a
anyway.
drawer. Yeah,
So,
or a drawer.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Amanda, we're almost at the end of this show, but I just want to ask you if there's anything else you want to say, or any other advice you have for women. If there's, yeah, anything else that you want to say.
No, I think just to keep in mind that perfection is definitely a perception. If you have a goal or a dream, just don't be afraid to achieve it, and find the right people who are going to support you and to cheer you on, because those people are out there.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, thank you so much, Amanda, for joining us. And thank you out there for joining us as well. Please subscribe so that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. We've got lots of amazing women lined up. And so, thanks again. And thank you, Amanda. It was
Thank
absolutely
you so
wonderful
much.
talking to you.
It was so great to talk to you again.
Thank you for joining us, and check the notes for information about our guest. I invite you to join us at the BC Women's Business Network to meet many more amazing women. Hit the subscribe button and join us again next time on Elevating Women in Business.